Hey guys, Karibo Bros here, and today we're coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel deck profile. Today I'm showing off what I like to call Vanilla Beatdown. So essentially you play a bunch of vanillas such as Sonic Duck and Crawling Dragon, and you use the new spell card, which is, let me get the name of it, Enchanted Fitting Room to just get some vanillas on board and just spam. But anyway, so the skill we use is it's my lucky day. So I was having a conversation with my friend, and we were basically saying any deck that doesn't essentially have like a built-in skill, for example, like Blue Eyes, which has obviously Dragon Call it. Most decks will that don't have like that built-in skill will most likely play It's My Lucky Day, because obviously you can play it as an engine to like get rid of your opponent's back row, maybe throw in the Time Wizard. So if you draw into it, you can decide the coin toss to blow up your opponent's side of the field and switch the momentum of the game. So anyway, we play It's My Lucky Day as the skill. Going into the main deck, play 3 copies of Sonic Duck. It's the best level 3 vanilla beat stick we have with 1700 attack. The defense is appalling at 700, but yeah, if it's going to be a defense, it's going to die. The next best level 3 vanilla we have in the game is Dragon Zombie. So obviously, as I say, we play that Enchanted Fitting Room to spam out your level 3 or lower vanillas. And we played 1 copy of Armored Zombie because it's nice to have. I think 7's a nice number of vanillas to have. And again, he's the 3rd best vanilla we have at the moment. So that's the traditional monster camp for this deck, in the sense that we can use Enchanted Fitting Room to spam these out. Also played the 1 copy of Time Wizard again for the It's My Lucky Day skill. So as I say, you can swing the momentum of the game with this card. So if you go second, your opponent set up Lord of D with 2 Blue Eyes. Obviously, you can't target those Blue Eyes, but what you can do with Time Wizard is call the dice, the coin toss correctly, and just blow out their field. 2 copies of Sphere Karibo. I was debating not to play Sphere Karibo in this deck because obviously Sphere Karibo has a great synergy in decks such as Relinquished, where you can then use its graveyard ability to ritual summon out Relinquished. However, I was going to play 2 copies of either the new Orbital Trap card or Windstorm of Etika, but my logic behind it was with us now having Nightshade, the spell card, the new Night Beam, the new removal spell card. I thought playing more back row, especially with a lot of people playing It's My Lucky Day as their skill in decks that don't have particular skill cards built into them, you're going to see a lot of back row removal. So having Karibo as that Sphere Karibo as that hand drop gives you the versatility to be able to set one your opponent doesn't necessarily want to use that It's My Lucky Day just to pop 1 back row card, and then you can just use Sphere Karibo in the hand, obviously. Main, probably the main card of the deck, Enchanted Fitting Room. Probably the reason why we're playing this deck. Obviously came in either the new Weevil or the new Rex Raptor structure deck. So pay 100 life points, execute the top 4 cards of your deck. Any level 3 or lower normal monsters special summon to your side of the field, and return the other cards back to your deck and shuffle. So I mean, I've had games before. I was playing this in an Ultimate Insect Queen Turbo deck, where I just basically summon out some vanilla insects from a deck, tribute one of them off, tribute the 2 cards in my hand to summon Ultimate Great Moth. That was good, although that skill does require a big tribute cost, so as soon as Ultimate Great Moth died, it was pretty much game over. However, this card's pretty good because it can get you your vanillas on board to then coincide with Order to Charge, which is a brilliant spell card which has come out in this set. Again, in this wave, came out on the Rex Raptor and Weevil structure decks. So target 1 normal monster one non-token normal monster you control, tribute that monster, and if you do, destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. So obviously you'll target your monster, so you can outcard such as your opponent's Blue Eyes, and obviously this doesn't target them, so it gets around like pesky Lord of D abilities, etc. And obviously, as a quick play spell, can be used either in your turn or your opponent's as a trap. Obviously, we're playing the It's My Lucky Day skill card, so we also play the 2 copies of Dice Foon. So we can call 5 or 6. So we can call 5 with the ability for Dice Foon to destroy 2 spell and trap cards on the field. So if you're playing against Amazon S and Tribal Synergy, you might want to destroy their Amazon Village and then one of the back row, assuming it's probably going to be a Windstorm of Etika or a Kunai with Chain. Lastly, to top off 20 cards, we do play 2 trap cards. We play 2 Kunai with Chain, just so we have that ability to turn our opponent's monsters to defense, stall out, and then obviously boost our vanillas. So if you have Sonic Duck, that can become a 2/2 beat stick. which is actually a decent stat line in this game. So that's the 20 card main deck. Quickly move on to what I play for the side. 6 cards. It's pretty stock standard. We have 2 Warrior Elimination. Obviously, when you come up against the Blade Knight Turbo, if you got that one guy at locals being fun and playing his like Poker Knight deck, and what was the new deck that come out? The new Warriors. Oh yeah, like stuff like Command Knight. So if you are just playing, oh yeah, and obviously Amazon S. So you get rid of like their swordswomen's. I mean, they may have village and some of that more stuff, but it's that's the targets. 2 copies of Ready for Intercept, and again, this can be used on Warriors and Spellcasters, so it's good against Relinquished, Amazon S, Blade Knight Turbo. And lastly, I'm trying out 2 copies of Security Orb in the side deck, because my logic is when I come up against a match where my opponent is also playing It's My Lucky Day, they're going to be tempted to use their ability to pop to my back row, if I do have to. And then they're going to just see that as an inherent advantage, whereas then I can be like, oh, well, you've popped this. Its effect is I can get to pop one of your cards. So destroy one monster on field, so I get to pop one of their cards in return. So it's kind of a bluff. I mean, as I say, I'm testing it at the moment, and it may have to come out. It depends how like the meta goes and how many people, how often we see It's My Lucky Day being played. That's why I was debating with the main at first, but that's why I went with Kunai with Chain in the end. So anyway, guys, the deck's pretty fun to play. Like I say, you bring out a few vanillas, and it's pretty fun to just see your opponent getting beaten down with like Sonic Bird and Crawling Dragon, because those cards have never been relevant ever. And like, yeah, it's just a pretty fun deck to play. Thanks for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.